All right, today is, not sure, January the 15th or 16th? 15th. It's a Saturday, middle of January, here in Fruit Heights, Utah. We're doing a route I've done many times, probably a dozen times. This is, I think, Sarah's third or fourth time?
I think third.
Third time? Yeah, so it's a trail near and dear to me, because in the summer I would hike this trail and it leads to the radar towers at the top of the mountains, and you gain around like 4,500 feet in elevation gain and then loss. And I actually have a few videos about those adventures. I've done this hike primarily in the summer. We've done it once in November, but on this one, I've never done this hike in January, so kind of interesting. And there's actually a ton of snow about halfway up the mountain to the top. So right now it's pretty dry, as you can tell. But after about mile 2, mile 3, we'll be hitting a lot of snow. And it looks pretty deep up there, maybe 3 or 4 feet. Oh, and that sign's new. No open flames. No more campfires. Taking it pretty seriously. So, anyways, this is the Bair Canyon to Francis Peak hike. And here we go. Yeah, Sarah just said this isn't her favorite hike.
No. It's my least favorite hike.
But she likes the exercise portion of it.
It needs to happen.
It needs to happen. It's a good challenge hike. Short and sweet. I've jogged up this, well, walked during the steep sections and jogged back down. And I've done it close to 3.5 hours going up and back down. And it's hard, and that's in the summertime. But afterwards you feel like I just climbed a literal mountain and I'm exhausted, just so tired, and it's a great accomplishment. So to those who are doing this, good luck. You'll need it, and go prepared. So stay tuned and we'll see how this hike turns out. Yeah, so here's the first bridge. We're 13 minutes into the hike. You can see the radar towers right there. We're headed to the second river crossing, and there's a bit more snow already. Granted, this is in the shade of the mountain and stuff, so it's gonna hold that snow better. But it's probably 4 inches and pretty packed down. Winter wonderland down here. Look at that. So we just walk across right here, and then you can see the foot tracks on the other side, just right there. And jump. We have before, yeah. Yeah, on a previous trip with Ian, which I have on video, from back in June or July of last year. Yeah, he filtered his water right there.
And there were bees.
Yeah, so you can use the rocks as an indicator, right? Because it's kind of shallow right there, right? But the stuff like where the deep snow is, that stuff I don't know, or like I don't trust. Like this stuff right here. You don't know how deep that is. But this, I can see the rocks. I can see it's only like 5 inches deep, right? And so kind of use the rocks as a navigator or a reference point. Okay, here's the 4th creek crossing. This is a side tributary. This isn't the main creek. So in the summer, yeah, great place to fill up your water bottles. But in the winter, this is beautiful. Look at that. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I'm just hiking in a t-shirt, Nike t-shirt, and this coat, this Carhartt coat's making me too warm. And granted, we're hiking in the sun now, so I'm gonna take off this coat and hike in t-shirt. All right, got the jackets and coats off. You can see me just in a t-shirt here. It's kind of damp in the chest. My arms are kind of sweaty. So I flipped my jacket inside out and attach it to my backpack to air dry, especially in the sun. And right now, in the sun, I actually feel pretty good. So I do not want to get wet. So I guess now, though, is a good time to talk about what I packed. So I packed an extra hoodie, or beanie, a thicker one. It's a Carhartt Black Label hoodie. I got winter gloves, snow gloves. I got a windproof, waterproof raincoat. It's kind of like a poncho, but a little higher quality. That's a Marmot one that I love. So if it becomes too windy, I can wear that over this coat to keep me dry and warm. I got my snow pants, so if my legs get too cold, I can wear that. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I also have a fire starting kit, and fire starting, it's a Sasquatch log, as they call it. Yeah. And so you just scrape off some pieces, light it on fire. So if we get stranded up here, I also have a headlamp, just in case anything happens. I can start a fire. I got food and sugar, of course. Wearing my Dexcom G6 sensor to keep track of my diabetes, which, you know, pairs to the Apple Watch, so I can see in real time what my current blood sugar is. I got food. Yeah. And then 2 liters of water. So, and if we need more water, we can melt it. Have a whistle, cell phone, of course. But feel pretty prepared. At least last a night up here, especially if we start a fire. But I would say winter hiking, definitely bring a fire starting kit of some kind. Just anything happens, someone gets wet, fall into the creek, you could you know, start a fire real quickly while you guys get help or something like that. That's beautiful right here, especially with all the sunlight coming through. And your corn nut breath, I smell.
Yep, that's really good.
Original flavor? Ooh, barbecue flavor. Get that salty, savory taste. Check out the smog right at that ridge line. Once we get a little bit higher than that, we should be out of it. And breathe in fresh air. We've seen no other people past the 3rd crossing. So actually second crossing. So this is like all to ourselves this entire day on a Saturday. This is what I refer to the ridgeline campsite. Just right here. So in other videos you can see that, where I reference that. It's the ridgeline campsite. Might hold 1 or 2 people when it's dry. But on the snow though, you could have way more people up here. So this marks kind of the steeper section. Steeper than that. And then, yeah, then we
Just got steeper?
and then we go to the Fern Gardens after that for about 30 minutes, and then we'll be out of the ferns and kind of more on the ridge and dirt, and then probably a lot more snow. So yeah, look at that. Someone's stopped with their boots and put on snowshoes. That's weird. Someone walked down that path.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Or a bear.
Or a bear. But yeah, right here is all snowshoes. Look at that.
Yep.
Like small snowshoes though too. Maybe a woman size or a small guy size. But we'll be the first ones going through here with our boots. We're packing it down for everyone else.
Is it getting harder?
But interestingly enough, Sarah, I see them only going up. I don't see them coming down. So we're not alone. They could still be above us,
Right.
hiking this trail this very day. But anyways, top just right up there. Still got a long ways to go. Not mileage wise, but elevation wise for sure. Gotta
Stop sinking. Three miles.
3 miles. Yep, we're now in the Fern section, which are all kind of squashed down. But it's very powdery here with a very thin crust layer, so you just go right through it. It's very tiring. You can see the other person's snowshoes going up, how they bust right through it. Yeah, this is the tiring stuff when you bust through it. Yep. Saps all your energy out when you fall through all the time. We're probably in a foot to foot and a half deep of snow now. And yeah, the guy ahead of us, or lady ahead of us, there's only tracks going up, not down. All right, we're on top of the Fern section here that you would see in the summertime. Now we have a flat little section, and then a couple hundred yards from here leads to a small, very small mountainside spring. So if you're desperate for water in the summertime, that is an option, but it's like, you know, think of a straw and how much water comes out of a straw. It's like, it's that strong in the summertime. So, oh, that's deep. That's knee deep on that one. Oh, another one. That's about nearly 2 feet deep of snow. 2 feet deep snow. Yeah. I know, so much snow in my boots now. You can see the radar towers just right up there. And the road is about 3/4 up that next hillside. Up to my knee again. It's about like 3 feet deep of snow. Maybe it's time to start thinking about putting on the snow pants. Weather-wise, still feels pretty good out here. Still in short sleeves. Yeah, it's about 3 feet deep up here, which is crazy. And there's the towers. You can see the footprints, not footprints, the snowshoes ahead of us. They go this path, go down, then back up to the tree, single tree just right there. And it goes this way, and it goes up that way. But in the summertime, yeah, that was a deep one for me too. It was over my knee on that one, yeah. Just like you too. But in the summertime, this is a last resort water place because these are a lot of aspen trees in the summertime. But it's not 100% reliable. So I have stopped here to refill water. And in my last video of doing this hike, you can see us purify water from my friend. It's probably garden hose strength versus that one down there, which is like straw strength. You could probably even camp up here, but it all depends on the snow year, how much snow we got. If this is going to be flowing in the middle and late summer, just all depends. Because this is pretty high up. This is probably 7,500 feet in elevation. So these upper springs are the first to go.
I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting more of like a trail.
I think we're the second person up here.
Yeah.
And you can see animal prints. A deer maybe running. Or a bobcat. Yeah. Or a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. No bear. Probably a mountain lion or something, yeah. And no sign of that other person yet. Yeah, check out that snowbank. Kind of cool. Deep. Past my knees on that one. Look at the snowbank to your right. And how the wind pushes that snow right to the crest. So right here, you can see a small little drainage. That's where the creek is in late summer that you can use to purify water as a last resort if you're just bone dry water. Almost to the Lone Tree Ridge. Lone Tree Hill. And there's the ridge, and the road's just outlined up there. But time to put on my snow pants. Alright, just had a water break, snack break, and now we're continuing on. Still deep snow. Now I got my snow pants on too. It's interesting to see all the animal paths. Like right here. You know, deer probably. Could look way down there too. Kind of all over. Is it easier to crawl? Look who we just saw. There's a person all by himself right there. Check out the smog in the valley below us. Alright, made it to this small little rock edge right here. Heart Attack Hill is just right there. Look at these tracks that someone took. So the trail in the summertime is just this lower path just right there. And it follows that gully kind of to where that lone pine tree is. And then cuts across and goes over to the Heart Attack Hill and straight up. But they went way above that rock cliff. So pretty interesting. Yeah, I guess so, huh? It'd be quite the slide, huh? Yeah, look at that. Kind of scary, huh? So Sarah just slid down there, and then the path goes upward. My legs are getting cramps, so stretching them out here. Oh, all right, here I go, sliding down. Nice and slow. Oh, wasn't too bad. Pretty steep though. Yeah, I think we'll take that higher path. Some deep holes in this one, on this side. So close. Deep, deep snow. It's so tiring. And so warm. I'm getting sunburned on my arms and my neck, my face. The snow is exhausting when you don't have snowshoes. All right, so Sarah and I talked, and even though we're close to the road, probably like a half mile, we decided, well, plus all of our shoes have a lake inside of them. And I'm not like too cold, but just time wise, and considering it took us like 45 minutes just to go a quarter mile to like right here, that's a half mile. We're probably looking at least 45 minutes to an hour just to get to the road. And so, not that we're like too beat up, I'm actually feeling okay. I could keep on going, but it'd take another hour and a half to get up there. And then you guys come back down this, right? So it's a lot of effort. So with that, we're gonna turn back down while we still have some remaining daylight. And yeah, call it a good day. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
And we still survived.
Smack.
Yep, that's the whole point. Even though we didn't reach the destination, we were close. That's totally okay. So, but now you know I just like to hike Bair Canyon in the winter time. Snowshoes would definitely make the upper portion a little bit better, because when you post hole in, you know, like 3 to 4 feet each time, it's just so draining. So we don't have snowshoes. I guess we could probably buy some, but I don't know the first thing about snowshoes really. I've snowshoed maybe like 3 times my entire life.
I've done it once.
Yeah, so I'm not an expert, you know, on which ones to buy, all that good stuff, but yeah, climbing up this in snowshoes would probably be a lot better. So anyways, we're gonna turn back around, and it is 4:45. Yeah, within like 1 minute. Look how far Sarah's gone. That's how much of a difference going uphill and downhill is. And you got gravity and the slant of the edge, or the hill, to push you down, and it's not so tiring.
My feet are really, really, really cold now.
Hello, Bart. Your feet are super cold? How do you feel? Tired? Oh yeah. Me too.
Well, like my core is warm, it's just my feet are super, super cold.
Yeah. And back down into the inversion we go. And smog. Trying to slide down here. Whee! That was pretty good. Charlie horses galore in my legs. This feels like a scene out of a movie right now, like Lord of the Rings or a skiing documentary. Because kind of the untouched snow and like the cliffs and the haze and the time of day with the sun, it's kind of magical. Yeah, well, except for like my core, my shirt, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoes are wet for sure.
I'm a little bit worried.
And now we should be getting out of the deeper snow.
Because you did it first. Good job.
Good job, me. Back at the Ridge campsite. Right here. So we're dropping down pretty fast. It's beautiful right now. So we've dropped down a lot within like the last 30 minutes. And all the ice is gone in my feet. Now it's just a pond.
Yep.
All right, we're at the second creek crossing. Probably another 20 minutes until the first bridge, and then 15 minutes from there back to the car. Okay, we're about 3 minutes away from the car. And what time is it, Sarah?
It is 6:58.
Oh, we're gonna make it back to the car by 7. Like 7:01. Yeah, that was probably one of the hardest winter hikes I've been on.
And me also. Very hard.
Yeah. We did Mount Olympus in April of this year. There was a bunch of snow on the top, but it was like a short section. But up here, that was just unrelenting with the post holing. Granted, we didn't have snowshoes, but it was just so hard. But yeah, that was crazy. I think we've been hiking for like almost 8 hours. That sound about right? 7.5 hours. That's what my Apple Watch shows. But 7.5 hours. That was a long winter hike. And we've gone just about like maybe 8.5 miles. But still, wow. My quads and hamstrings are beat. But anyways, hopefully you got to see what it's like to do some winter hiking in Utah on the Bair Canyon trail towards Francis Peak. And now it's time for some food. Some Mexican food maybe, huh?
I was gonna say my recommendation is to wear longer boots so snow doesn't get in your shoes.
Taller boots?
Yeah, taller boots. Or
Yeah.
better snow pants that, cover your boot.
Yeah, that doesn't really cover it. But here's the car. And there we go. Time to relax.